Hello my fellow supports, HotRod08 here, and welcome to Support Patch Notes 8.18, where I'll be going over the changes that affect support champions for each patch during Season 8, as well as providing you guys a place to discuss the changes below.
Now before we get into the video, just to give you the heads up, this week's support game review entries are now open. If you'd like to submit one of your games to possibly be reviewed this coming up Monday, click the link at the top right corner for all the information you will need. Now let's begin.
Now, this patch is extremely light on changes, just because it's getting really close to the World Championship. We do have one champion change, we'll have a few honorable mentions. Our main support champion change for this patch, though, is coming to Braum, which is receiving a slight nerf this patch. His base health is getting decreased from 576.6 to 540. Now, a decrease of 26.6 health isn't really going to kill a champion by any means. Braum's really strong once you get to the mid and late game. They're only nerfing his early game just to give him a tiny bit of a minor disadvantage, just to kind of even him out a little bit, but it's definitely not going to break him as a champion by any means, and he will definitely be still viable this patch. Now, we do have a few honorable mentions for this patch that I want to go over. We have 3 different AD carries that are getting changed with their stats that do affect support champions, just because we work with AD carries all the time. So we're going to first go with Kai'Sa, who is getting a nerf to her proc damage, her passive. It used to be 15 to 20% of the target's missing health between levels 1 to 18. Now it's just going to be a flat 15%. So usually Kai'Sa was known to scale very well into the late game. Now she's not going to scale as well, so Kai'Sa might not be as prevalent or as dominating, but just a 5% decrease by the time she hits level 18 isn't going to kill her by any means, so Kai'Sa's still going to be pretty strong. Our next AD carry we're going to be talking about is going to be coming to Lucian, who is receiving a buff to his Q, his piercing light AD ratio. It used to be 60 to 100%, depending on what rank you were at. Now it's going to be 60 to 120%. So Lucian's usually maxed out Q first, so this is basically going to be buffed to his whole entire game. So when you do build some AD on Lucian, when he's using his Q's piercing light, which is on a 5-second cooldown without any cooldown reduction, by the way, so you're going to be getting a lot of extra use out of that, up to 20% extra AD ratio from him. And Lucian's already been quite a dominant AD carry pick throughout the last few patches, so expect to see a lot of Lucian within your solo carry games. He is going to be a very good AD carry now. Our final AD carry change coming to this patch is going to be coming to Vayne, who is receiving quite a buff to her Q, her tumble ability. Now the cooldown is getting decreased from 6 seconds to 2 seconds while you're ranking it, to 4 seconds to 2 seconds while you're ranking it. So at level 1, it's going to be on a 2-second lower cooldown, and by the time you max it, it'll be at the same cooldown. The problem with Vayne, though, that isn't really a problem, but they're really helping her where she hurts the most. Her early game is where she absolutely blows, and them putting the cooldown by 2 seconds on her Q, her tumble, it's going to let her be more aggressive during the laning phase. It's going to let her dodge abilities more often. It's not going to be as easy to be oppressive to Vayne early in the game, and she's still going to scale like a crazy monster later in the game. So expect to see more AD carry Vaynes out there as well, and if you can't shut them down early, expect them to be taking off pretty seriously, because these buffs are really going to help her early game in order to snowball. And that'll be it for Support Patch Notes 8.18. I know this was a pretty short patch notes. We didn't have too many changes. What do you think of the Braum changes and the AD carry changes coming to this patch? Do you enjoy them or not? Leave a comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions.
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications and get updated on all things support related. Streams are on YouTube on Mondays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Twitch randomly. So if you want to learn how to play support better from a Diamond player and have your questions answered live, feel free to join the stream community. If you're enjoying my content and want to consider supporting the channel, head over to my Patreon. There you can enjoy perks such as early releases of some of my videos, having me look at your op.gg and giving you suggestions, and having your name shout out at the end of my videos like these lovely people here who are already contributing to the channel.
Around that, you guys have a great day today. Thanks much.